In full form we call them certificate authority server or CA server configuration. So basically last week I already given you last 2 weeks we have tell you what is certificate, why it is required, how you can added external certificate, how you can fulfill your internal certificate. So for internal certificate demand, how you can fulfill based on this Microsoft Active Directory Certificate Service role. After you install and configure, you have to create a servers called CA server, certificate authority servers, and you will arrange your organizational day-to-day certificate demand. Clear? So in this today practical demonstration I will show you how we can create this. For your information, this is required one domain controller, we need one domain controller, and we need one member server. In domain controller will have Active Directory, in member server will install certificate role. Clear? Got it? That is our prerequisites.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go to for as I told you that's okay. Shudish is come here for check the demo. So Manojit and Pradeep, if you share your previous experience, how you get benefited, and what are the things, how I provide the training, and how guys are benefited, it will be helpful. He's just come here to check the demo. If he find the demo is good, then he will join.
And first of all, I'm sorry, there was a small delay to, get.
Not a problem.
connected to this
Today in this batch
yeah.
we are basically, covering Active Directory Certificate Service. It is already started. It's the day 3 actually. In day 3 we will cover Active Directory Certificate Service. So Manojit and Pradeep, if you can share your feedback, how this course are benefited, how you learn, what are the things we'll cover, it will be very requesting.
Hi, Sudesh. My background is I am a lawyer. Okay, so after that I have pursued my career in ISO implementation. So I work for one of the big fours. So since inception, I am with Siddharth because of ISO implementation, there are certain cases where we need to have some idea, and because of my past experience and studies, I had nowhere connection. So my vintage with EY and other big fours has been immensely supported by Siddharth, and whenever we get stuck, it's just like we consult with Siddharth, and that's how thing has happened, and that's how it is going. And my continuation of the course is itself a proof that we are directly immensely benefited, or else this wouldn't have I wouldn't have been in the session for more than 1 year.
Okay.
Now it depends like how you want to get benefited. One of the major agenda of this session is like there are continuous courses. So if you feel like something has been missed, that accommodates that. Also, if you have not specific chat with continue with other classes, they also kind of assist you. The sessions are recorded, you can go through. So primarily, it's a good platform where you get to learn, and all people are professionals. Siddharth, whenever you have any query, you can put it on WhatsApp. He assists in best of his abilities, and that's how it has been on. So I'm sure your
From
association
which
gives
background
you.
you are, Suresh?
I'm from Windows and
Okay, okay. Then it will be good training for you because whereas
what about
Siddharth,
you?
yeah, I am from SCCM or packaging background. You know packaging?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
packaging
yeah,
management, right?
yeah. Exactly. I am from that
Yes,
background.
I also do that, through
Yeah, yeah.
the BSA.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Yeah, it will be very good for you as Siddharth is depth with ED activities and he gives every day a practical and there will be one session for the topics and he will cover from the basic, very basic. If the person he doesn't know anything about AD, he cleanly understands us by telling and he repeatedly asks any doubts and all and any if you are stuck anywhere he will be clearing there and there only and after that he will be giving a practical means with the theory and practical he will be going in the session and the main thing is he is giving a practical majorly because theoretical doesn't give anything he gives practical knowledge more than the theoretical. Means it will be both, but if you are in the practical side, it will be going more in our head, especially if you are not in that background. It is nice, and we are last from 1 year in his class, and he is having so many batches. If you are stuck, if you want to go for another, he will be telling us, okay, everything is nice for especially for Indios people and SSCM or any background. If there are people who are not with this background, especially Manojit said, he is from LLB background. Okay, and I was into IT only, but I wanted to carry on with Active Directory. That's why I choose Siddharth. One of my friend referred. That was nice. It's been 1 year. We are
Sudesh,
learning more and more.
Yeah, yeah.
Sudesh, one of the biggest parameter is all of us, majorly Siddharth's all students or who are part of this classes are all working with big MNCs. So they have access to Udemy and all these learning platforms you can think of. So still they are engaged with Siddharth. So that's one of the biggest criteria that you would try to understand that had he not been beneficial, no one would have actually been associated. So that's a immense proof. Like people are from Accenture, people are from Cognizant, people are from PwC, people are from UI. So everywhere they are coming. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's one of the example. So you get through the classes, you have a feel how it works.
Okay, so basically, what I have a specific intention. Okay, actually, when when I came across his post in LinkedIn, and see a specific area I need to go through, and I need to grasp that thing. That's the intention, and actually, this I basically am a server administrator. So the thing is, what we do is like the building the servers, the share issues, all those stuffs, VMware thing, vMotion, those things, and administration part, I feel like I'm confident I can do all those things. But when it comes to the AD certificate services, all those things, and its integration with the Azure.
So
So the
in
thing
fact,
is,
in fact,
yeah,
the moment you have come, we are in the AD chapter itself, AD
correct, correct.
certificate service.
This specifically, this particular portion that is the certificate services, and this is one of the area I'm looking out for. Okay, so AD Federation, then this one, those things, the hybrid model, those things, I'm specifically looking for. So I'm not sure,
Are you going to into Active Directory and Azure all, or what topic you are looking for?
I'm looking for this one, see, basically, I know I have the fundamentals of AD because, right, I'm a Windows administrator. Basically, I'll be having the understanding of that. Yeah. So the thing is, see, I basically in our project we don't have any of AD related stuffs, group policy or Active Directory. Those things I'm not touched for last 5 years.
No.
Okay, so I forgot, I mean blank. So a lot of updation has happened, during this last 5 years, and I'm very much blank about that. Okay, so and there is I can go to YouTube or some Udemy course I can purchase and then go for it. But the thing is, like the lab environment, and if I get someone like Siddharth or someone having very much good knowledge on that, and I can discuss with them, I can clarify my doubt. So that's what the post in the LinkedIn got strike to me. So
You have chosen the right path then, because it is
so
practical.
I don't have see basically I don't have an intention to become to become an AD expert or something, or to push my career towards that area. But I know I want to continue in this like the server administrator profile. But I know in long run it will be it will be. See, if I go for an interview, they will definitely ask. They won't be asking question only on server, or how you build a server, how you migrate this. People, they will not ask. See, they may ask AD related stuff. What is the security ID, SID, DID, all those things they may ask. So I should be very much prepared for that, right? And I know that see in future it will be the server administration, everything will be on containers or Kubernetes applications.
Yeah.
So those things will be the future. So I'm targeting towards that, but I need to have the fundamentals of this one. It's again refreshed, like federation and all those things. So that's what I want to know. If you don't mind, which are the areas covered already in this one. This certificate service, because if lot you people already have covered, then there is no point in joining this batch again. So
No,
what
Siddharth will guide you on that, because
Yeah.
you have.
No, Siddharth has parallel many batches running, so it's not
Yeah,
that this topic is only getting covered here.
Mhm.
So we did DNS long back, but Siddharth was having another batch, so we did a refresher in that. So that's how Siddharth plans it. So you can talk on when this topic would be taken care by Siddharth. You can just ask him, and that will be done. That's not a hindrance, or that should not be a road breaker.
Okay, and Siddharth, about this practical stuff, how do you provide us access to? Do you provide access to your environment and will do practicals?
So generally, I'm telling you the practical part you will do through AnyDesk. So you must have AnyDesk in your system. So from your AnyDesk, I'll show you. This is my AnyDesk. You will connect this number. Once you get connected, you will have control in this here. So you can create.
Oh.
Even I'm telling you, if you have AnyDesk, you can connect me now.
Okay, that I got. That I got. I understand that.
Okay.
Because earlier I was in desktop, so there used to take the RDP of different machine and use it to work.
No.
So I think it is something similar to that, taking the remote session and.
But thing is that I requested everyone that practical is very important. Even theory, as much as you get the video, it will not help. I'm telling you, theory only giving you basic knowledge, but your troubleshooting skills only adopt if you do continuous practicals. So here I'm telling you, let's say you are shift is constant, so sometime every Saturday will not be available, but yes, fine, you can check it from video. But thing is that you have to come for practicals. You got my point?
Correct.
That topic which I covered you, first day one you have not joined, but you watch the video, then you come here for definitely comes for practice. Now if you continue watch practice, then after 4-5 months, you will slowly interact with this course, and this will adopt you. That means any sort of troubleshooting you can find out, that will be happen. See, as I told you, Manojit, when Manojit come here, Manojit was a layman because his basic background was law. Now onwards, now if you talk him about the Active Directory, I am sure he is having now at least SME level of knowledge on Active Directory, because he done a lot of hard work. I know him. He done a lot of hard work, and not only that, not a single class he missed. In this entire practical, not a single class he missed. If he miss, he requests me, I will align him with another batch. Not only that, still now he will revise with another old batch. So this is very good sign, and now by his effort, hard work, he is not a core part of this class. See, Pradeep is working in Accenture. He is already in associated with many project, and he already proficiency level. He is always king. But in Monojit, basically he is from the legal and advisory sides, as his degree is law. But from this background, he is not pure in, what to say, audit level. So he must have end-to-end visibility is all this domain part, because domain is the main part of cyber security. Let's say 75% area which is covered in cyber security model is in domain. Now it is extent part is Azure. Got it? So both on-premises Azure, it's very important in, and the cyber security almost chapter, it's related to that. So this is that's why the course is very important, and those who are working in Intel platform or in L1 or L2 profiles, so this course is very important, because I am telling you what exactly the benefit of this course is, that after learn this course, whenever any requirement for Windows Server Active Directory you can apply, whenever any reply for Azure AD you can apply, whenever any reply waiting for any Azure AD on-prem AD you can apply. But problem is that the main thing is that nowadays automation shadow comes everywhere. Automation shadows comes to everywhere. Even I'm telling you, L1 service desk, server profile, all will be eliminated by chat GPT technologies like advanced AI. But understood, company domain is the asset, and none of the company won't release his domain to any other third party. Let's say any AI solution, and neither it is in Microsoft. So it will be remain in the on-premises, and it will be forever, and no one will be eliminated. So if you make your career in this area, so you will be safe from any kind of layoff. Got my point? This is how it's very demanding, and even I'm telling you, if you are working as a Windows server admin, so normal small organization to the large incorporate, everywhere domain is the matter, right? Domain record everywhere. Everywhere domain is important. Let's say a company outside domain or company inside domain. So if you know Active Directory, then your requirement is everywhere.
Yeah, you have this, your the list, like curriculum, like
Exactly. I will already forwarded you. I'll just forwarding you. Just a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
This course, this list is all about the including Azure O365 altogether. So you can segregate and prepare only for this AD related.
I told you already, I don't even have the basics of this one Exchange. Okay,
it's no
and
problem.
I'm not looking out for a career in Office 364.
Perfect, not a problem. You just
Because I don't have, because I'm blank about that. I'm blank, zero.
understood. But if you want to make your level from scratch, there is also a possibility I can make you from scratch. It's up to you.
Sir, मेरे को 6 साल का experience है. इनके बाद again, if I want to switch, and then I need to fake my profile from the scratch. Like इतने साल का 3 साल का Exchange का experience है. ये pay करना पड़ेगा मेरे को switch करने के लिए. Why should I do that?
No. आपको देखो, आपको वैसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन टाइम के साथ हम लोगों को भी बहुत कुछ सीखने के लिए पड़ता है, बहुत कुछ सीखना पड़ता है. Got my point? क्योंकि आज कंपनी में जिस टेक्नोलॉजी में काम कर रहा है, कल आपको बोलेगा कि उसमें हम लोग का भी ओपनिंग नहीं है, तब क्या करोगे? आप बोलो तब क्या करोगे? कुछ ऑप्शन है क्या आपके पास?
स्विच करना पड़ेगा.
तो आज आप उस समय आप स्विच करोगे, आपका क्वालिटी रहेगा, या आज आप स्विच करोगे आपका क्वालिटी रहेगा? देखिए, हम लोग का क्या है कि जब भी कोई प्रॉब्लम आता है तभी हम लोग सॉल्यूशन के लिए सोचते हैं. हम लोग कभी भी रेमिडिएशन पहले नहीं सोचते, ही हम लोगों का प्रॉब्लम है. और इसमें से जापान हम लोगों से आगे. जापान इसलिए उन लोग का जियोग्राफिकल सिचुएशन ऐसा है, वो हमेशा डिजास्टर के लिए सोच के रखता है, हमेशा. तो इसीलिए उन लोगों के जब भी कोई प्रॉब्लम आएगा ना, वो लोग संभाल लेगा, क्योंकि उन लोग ऑलरेडी हैबिचुएटेड है. तो हम लोग के पास जब डिजास्टर आता है ना, तो हम लोग मतलब कि अरे भाई ये तो कैसे संभलाएंगे, कैसे. देखो एक चीज मैं बताता हूँ, जापान में भी ले ऑफ होता है, हर कंट्री में भी ले ऑफ होता है। तो एक जापानीज को किसी टेक्निकल फील्ड से उसको ले ऑफ कर दो, वो कहीं ना कहीं से दूसरा जॉब निकाल लेगा, क्योंकि वो हैबिचुएटेड है। लेकिन ये चीज़ इंडियन में नहीं है, क्योंकि हम लोग सोचते हैं भाई नौकरी गया तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे क्या करेंगे, क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम क्या पता है, हम लोग वो टेक्नोलॉजी स्किल्स को एडॉप्ट ही नहीं किया, सिर्फ काम चलाने के लिए हम लोग सीखा है।
करेक्ट करेक्ट, हम सेटल लाइक,
हाँ, आप चीज को आप किसी को
खुश रहना है हमको।
हाँ, तो देखो
चैलेंजेस कुछ नहीं एक्सेप्ट करता है।
देखो पहला बात यह है, हम लोग का सबका ही फैमिली है, सबका फैमिली है, सबका पर्सनल लाइफ है, सबको ही हम लोग फैमिली को स्पेयर करते हैं, टाइम स्पेयर करते हैं, सब ठीक है। लेकिन ये भी जो स्किल में आप काम कर रहे हो ना, इसको भी अपना एक फैमिली मेंबर की तरफ ट्रीट करो, क्योंकि ये अगर इसको आप अगर थोड़ा सा इसका हाथ थोड़ा ढीला करोगे, वो आपको हाथ छोड़ के निकल जाएगा। ये इसका सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि आप विंटेल का बहुत दिन से काम करते हो, विंटेल में सब कुछ पता है, लेकिन आप 2 महीने बैठ जाओ, कुछ मत पढ़ो, देखो सब के सब भूल जाओगे, सबके सब।
Correct. That's what I'm telling, see, 5 years back I was having knowledge
तो
of AD
इसमें
and,
ये जो कोर्स है,
when I was giving interview, I was prepared for that and I was able to crack.
Even
But
I'm
now
telling
if
you,
you ask me,
इवन आई एम टेलिंग यू, इस कोर्स में मतलब इस ग्रुप में आप रहोगे, मेरा एक ग्रुप है, ठीक है, ये
Okay.
सबको इस ग्रुप का मेंबर है, आपको दिखाता हूँ इस ग्रुप में। अगर इस ग्रुप में ऐड हो जाओगे तो इसमें हम लोगों का बहुत वर्ल्ड का कोने कोने से बंदा है, कोई दुबई में है, कोई अफ्रीका में है, सारा ये देखो मेरा ग्रुप है, इस ग्रुप में बहुत सारा हम लोगों का बंदा है, टोटल 62 पार्टिसिपेंट है, 62 स्टूडेंट्स है जो रनिंग बैच में पढ़ता है, ठीक है। तो इसमें हम लोगों का जो मेंबर्स है दुनिया का कोने कोने से है, ठीक है, यूएस में से है, अफ्रीका से है, यूके से है, बहुत सारा, ऑल आर दी वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल, ठीक है। तो आप इसमें रहोगे ना तो आपको प्रॉब्लम क्या होगा, मान के चलो आपका कोर्स एंड हो गया और आप फिर से रिवाइज करना चाहते हो, तब भी आप पॉसिबल है। पहला बात है कि सर्वर का प्रैक्टिकल, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सर्वर का प्रैक्टिकल ये हमेशा आप बोलो ना, आपके पास अगर एनीडेस्क है तो कनेक्ट करके देखो, आप खुद सर्वर बनाओगे, एनीडेस्क है तो डाउनलोड करो और इसको कनेक्ट करो, आप बनाओगे फिर से।
लेकिन अभी नहीं, क्योंकि मैं ऑफिस का लैपटॉप पे,
ठीक है, तो आप प्रैक्टिकल करोगे अपना लैपटॉप से।
हाँ, मेरा पर्सनल लैपटॉप है लेकिन अभी कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ है।
ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आप थोड़ी सी लोअर बैंडविड्थ में भी आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा
और एक क्वेश्चन, लाइक आप ये पावरशेल का कुछ सिखाते हैं क्या?
हाँ, पावरशेल का सिखाएंगे हम लोग, जो रिलेटेड टू एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी है, जैसे यूज़र को ग्रुप से कैसे एक्सपोर्ट करना है, कैसे ग्रुप में ऐड करना है, कोई मान के चलो आपको यूज़र का लिस्ट मांगा और उसमें स्पेसिफिक एट्रीब्यूट दे दिया तो आप उसको एग्जीक्यूट करोगे, ठीक है। तो जो रिक्वायर्ड है एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी डोमेन को चलाने के लिए, जो पावरशेल स्क्रिप्ट का रिक्वायरमेंट है, सब आपको इसमें मिल जाएगा इस कोर्स में। क्योंकि देखो ये पॉसिबल इसलिए है क्योंकि मैं भी वर्किंग हूँ, मैं नॉर्मल टीचर की तरफ नहीं हूँ कि सिर्फ पढ़ाई बैच ही पढ़ा रहा हूँ। तो बैच जो पढ़ाता है उन लोगों के पास थोड़ी सी थ्योरेटिकल नॉलेज है, और जो इंडस्ट्री में काम करता है वो ऑनगोइंग इशू से काम करता है। प्रॉब्लम इसलिए मेरा जो स्टूडेंट लोग होता है ना, सबसे ज़्यादा मार्केट का इंटरव्यू क्रैक करता है। क्यों? आप मान के चलो आप मेरे पास सीखने के लिए आए हो, आपको एडी का कोई आइडिया नहीं है, एडी में मार्केट में कैसे काम होता है कुछ आइडिया नहीं है, लेकिन जो काम मार्केट में होता है वो ही अगर कोई आपको खुल के खिला देगा तो आपको सीख जाओगे, राइट। वही सेम चीज़ मैं इधर करता हूँ, मैं यहाँ पे इंजीनियर बनाता हूँ, मैन्युफैक्चर करता हूँ, मेरा यहाँ से पढ़ के आदमी लोग बाहर का इंटरव्यू क्रैक करता है। ये सबसे बड़ी बात मेरे लिए है, क्योंकि देखो मेरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, मैं लीडिंग प्रोडक्ट बेस में काम करता हूँ, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी, आप आईटीसी का नाम सुने ही हो, ये इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा लीडिंग प्रोडक्ट कंपनी, प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी। तो इस कंपनी का पूरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पूरा का पूरा एडी के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। इसका जितना इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पूरा एडी के ऊपर है। हम लोग अगर ऑफिस नहीं जाएंगे तो काम बंद हो जाएगा, सीधा बात, क्योंकि इसका जितना बॉट है, जितना ऑटोमेशन, यही सॉल्यूशन है, सारे के सारे एडी का इंस्टेंस के ऊपर रन कर रहा है। तो इसमें हम लोगों का जो टाइप का काम आता है, हम लोगों को सीखने को मिलता है, वो सारे चीज मैं स्टूडेंट को सिखाता हूँ, ठीक है। तो उसके बाद वो सीखने का बाद वो मार्केट में किसी कंपनी में इंटरव्यू देगा ना, तो कम से कम वो एटलीस्ट इंटरव्यू को क्रैक कर पाएगा। इतना मटेरियल हम लोग स्टूडेंट को देते हैं।
Okay, okay. एक और last question. आप yeah, how is the market outside? Because see, I'm not getting any interview calls.
आप देखो,
recently.
पहला बात हम आपको बता रहा है, पहला
आप
बात है,
कुछ हाँ हाँ
देखो पहला बात मैं आपको चीज़ बता रहा हूँ। देखो लास्ट अक्टूबर में मैंने टीसीएस का एक इंटरव्यू क्रैक किया था, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ मेरा ऑफर लेटर। ये
when
देखो टीसीएस का इंटरव्यू क्रैक किया था नवंबर महीने में। ये देखो
okay 28
ऑफर डे है 28 सितंबर। देखो इसका पैकेज देखो, देख रहे हो 1,42,000 या नियर अबाउट 18 लाख का पैकेज है। तो मैंने इसलिए गया नहीं क्योंकि यहाँ पे शिफ्टिंग है और मैं शिफ्टिंग में करूँगा तो मेरा वही कोर्स से मैं डिटैच हो जाऊँगा, तो इसलिए मैंने नहीं गया। वो लोग बोलेगा कि भाई आपको इनिशियली ज्वाइन करो, मैं आपको बाद में शिफ्टिंग बंद कर दूंगा, तब भी मैंने नहीं गया क्योंकि मेरे को ये क्लास के साथ एसोसिएटेड रहना है, क्योंकि मेरे को भी आगे बढ़ना है, 5 लोगों को भी आगे लेके जाना है, ठीक है। तो इसलिए मैंने गया नहीं। और मेरा फिलहाल कंपनी में ही मैं काम करता हूँ, कम पैकेज में ही काम करता हूँ, लेकिन इसमें सबसे बड़ा चीज़ है ना कि मेरे को डिफरेंट टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ काम करने के लिए मिल रहा है। बहुत कुछ है इसमें, क्योंकि एक प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी के साथ सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनी का एक ही मतलब है। सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनी में सिर्फ प्रोसेस रिलेटेड काम होता है। आप एक सर्वर को रिबूट मारने जब आपको 1000 टाइम चेंज बनाना पड़ेगा, ये बनाना पड़ेगा, वो बनाना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। लेकिन मेरे को ऐसा कुछ नहीं, सिर्फ क्लाइंट को एक मैसेज दे देना पड़ेगा, मैं सर्वर को रिबूट कर रहा हूँ, बस काम खत्म। तो यही सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट है इधर।
okay
तो ये सारे चीज देखो, मैंने कोर्स कंटेंट आपको मैंने व्हाट्सएप में डाल दिया, आप देख लो उसमें क्या क्या हम लोग सीखेंगे, ठीक है।
okay मैं चेक करता हूँ okay
आप चेक करके बताओ। देखो आप क्योंकि देखो मेरा एक बैच में मैक्स टू मैक्स 3 to 4 पीपल ही रहता है। प्रॉब्लम क्या है ना, सबको ही तो प्रैक्टिकल देना पड़ेगा ना, आपको जैसे प्रैक्टिकल देना है सबको ही देना पड़ेगा। तो मेरा सर्वर तो लिमिटेड है, सर्वर तो मैन टू मैन नहीं है ना, तो इसलिए आपको अगर पढ़ना है, एक ही सीट बचा है। आप जैसे 2-4 आदमी मेरे को बोल के रखा है, सर मेरे को आपसे ज्वाइन करेंगे, आप थोड़ी देर में आपको कांटेक्ट करते, तो अभी तक कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं किया। आपको अगर एडमिशन लेना है तो जल्दी ले लीजिएगा, नहीं तो सीट पॉसिबल नहीं होगा, आपको फिर 1 साल वेट करना पड़ेगा नया बैच के लिए, ठीक है।
okay
अच्छा, तो ये हम लोग बना रहे हैं डोमेन कंट्रोलर। पहले इसको चेंज कर लेते हैं, DC0
Go English only.
सॉरी
Go with English only for the practical.
ओके सो
Pradeep, 1 minute. Pradeep, are you from Karnataka?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are from?
Yeah, Bangalore.
Okay.
Okay guys, we'll start the class. So requesting you please go on mute yourself, only unmute yourself whenever you have any question. So because we have started recording, all the classes are recorded, post class whatever we have discussed we will given through the record video session. Okay, so in this demonstration last week we have already created classes, 2 classes, ADCS theoretical part we have done, and cryptography theoretical part we have done on day 1, this day 2, today is day 3. This is for our today demo implementation in real cases. So first we will promote domain controller. सो हम लोग क्रिएट फॉरेस्ट डोमेन बना रहा है ibm.com.
Sir, we work on 2012 servers.
See, 2012, 2016 all will be there, for because here I am showing in 2012 because it is very lightweight. Okay, it is very lightweight. See, I am telling you, whenever you will go to virtual machine, and if anybody tell you, sir, showing me on 2016, I have a 2016. If anybody tell you 2019, I will have 2019. So I always use 2012 because it's a lightweight. Rest of the thing, it will take some time for installation. So if you want, I can show you practical on 2016, 2019, no matter.
How it is lightweight?
Sorry,
How it is lightweight?
light it means I'm not getting what.
See, what do you mean by lightweight? Is the size come in?
No. Lightweight means their GUI is very take the less resources of memory and CPU, and very fast it is implemented and very quickly responds. Whereas 2016 it's little bit of slow, that we personally realized. It's require a lot of resources. See, generally I am telling you 2016, 2012, 2019, these are the three different operating systems. There are three different features. Each feature we will cover. Migration we will cover. From 2012 to 2016, 2016 to 2019, everywhere we will do migration. Even in the certificate classes, we also have the certificate server migration. In that case, again we will do Active Directory migration from so why I am taking 2012 here? Because in certificate server migration we need both 2016 certificate server and 2016 domain controller. So that's why I will add a 2016 here. Later on I will migrate. That's what I'm choosing here, 2012. Okay. Acha, please go on mute if you are not talking, because it will painful whenever you watch the video.
सर ये ISO का कुछ साइज का डिफरेंस है 2012 2016
हाँ,
2019
साइज का डिफरेंस है बहुत. 5 GB 10 GB 7 GB एक तो ISO का साइज है.
which one is having most size? Is that 2019?
I'll show you. ये देखो साइज तुमको सब पल जाएगा इधर. ये लगभग विंडोज 7 का 3 GB का, विंडोज 10 है 3 GB का, यह विंडोज 7 का 3.9 GB का. देखो सर्वर
2019 4 GB का.
हाँ, 2016 का है 7 GB का, 2019 का 4 GB का, 2012 का 4 GB का, 2008 का भी 4 GB. लगभग वो 4 से 7 के आसपास ही है.
Okay, I mean, what I'm thinking is, you said like ये resource ज़्यादा use करता है तो
देखो
I'm thinking why it is.
ये ISO is a content. I'm telling you the content, but after that GUI is the matter. So 2016 GUI is very hi-fi GUI. Okay, so that GUI will take too much of graphical processing unit. So as a result, it will take minimum of where I my resource manages, where I have see 4-5 domain controllers required, and 4-5 domain controller I'm giving you 4 GBs of RAM each of the domain controller, but 2016 will won't work. It will take minimum of 8 GB. That is the problem.
Okay.
Whereas 2019 is similar to 2012, less resources. So the DC has been promoted successfully. Now what we can do, we will create dsa.msc, and there we will create one users and we will align them high privilege access. Username is CA admin. Remember, username is CA admin. Voice is audible to everyone?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Now after CA admin is done, we need total two things, is enterprise admin and we need schema admin. After that, not only this, we have to go to built-in options. There is a options called distributed COM users. You got my point? Distributed COM users. You have to member of these distributed COM users. So here we will add CA admin.
Sir, what is the use of that distributed COM users, that group?
In this group, if you are member of it, you can get the certificate service easily. See that. Members allowed to launch Active Directory, COM object and all, because COM object, distributed object is very important for certificate service, and also certificate service DCOM access. Both we have to add it. Now I will add this server into the domain, but before that I have to change the server name. Next is we have to add this CA01 also here. As you see that member of this group allowed certification authority for the enterprise. Next is in this particular CA I will go to property, attribute here, go to service principal name. See, these are the service principal, has to be present here, has to be present here. And what I can do, I will copy this to my service account, because I will do the delegation on Carbaros delegation on this particular service account as well. Not only that, we also provide the delegation on Carbaros delegation on HTTP services. So instead of that, I will change the HTTP as well. Now I will search the users CAD admin and go to the member of attribute editor, and normally attribute editor won't show until you go to view and advanced options, then only attribute editor will show. But thing is that you have to go to proper path, then only you can see that. If you search it, it will cannot show. Let's say I am searching it, that account. Here I will search it CADmin. So right click on it, attribute editor will not show here. In that case you have to go to OU path. From there you have to go to attribute editor, go to service principal name. I am delegating Carbaros services so that this certificate services will be delegated with my account. One by one I have to add. Okay, so in that case we will remove the host part. Host part we will not do it. Instead of host we will do HTTP, because host already attached to my computer. That's what it is showing you, the duplicacy. No problem, not required. Once it is done, we will go to here. Remember one thing, so once you install the ADDS role, then let's check whether the CAD admin having this high privilege access or not. It must have. If you go to the member of, it must have domain. Oh, domain admin not there, so I have to add them domain admin. Now here we will install Active Directory certificate service. These are the main component of the Active Directory certificate service, which is, I am telling you, if you sit for the any interview, they will ask you, did you ever work in the CS server? You say yes. They will ask you, did you ever install CS server ever? Then you say yes. What are the components? The first component, certification authority, which is certification authority is used to issue and manage certificates. Multiple CS can be linked to form a public key infrastructure. Certification authority is used to issue and manage certificate. Multiple CS can be linked to form a public key infrastructure. Next is certificate enrollment policy web service. Basically, what is it? The certificate enrollment policy web service enabled users and computer to obtain certificate enrollment policy information even when the computer is not a member of domain, or if a domain joined computer is temporarily out of the security boundary of the corporate network. The certificate information policy web service works with the certificate enrollment web service to provide policy based automatic certificate enrollment for the users and computer. Certificate enrollment policy web service enable users and computer to obtain certificate enrollment policy information even when the computer is not a member of the domain, or if a domain joined computer is temporarily outside the security boundary of the corporate network. The certificate enrollment policy web service works with the certificate enrollment web service provide policy based automatic certificate enrollment for the users and computer. Next, the certificate enrollment web service enables to use a computer enrollment and renew certificate a computer not as a member of the domain or domain joined computer temporarily outside certificate boundary of the computer, and the certificate enrollment web service works together and the certificate enrollment. So basically a web portal. So People often confused certificate enrollment, web enrollment and certificate web service. Be careful.
Siddharth, what is the difference between these two? Web service, these two. Any difference?
Yes, web service will update the policy, and web enrollment, like CA, you are doing online enrollment, and through web enrollment from web portal you will create the certificate. That is the difference. Clear?
Yeah.
Network device enrollment is the, basically
Certificates for firewall switches and all this.
firewall and switches, exactly. Online responder makes certificate revocation checking data accessible to client in computer network environment. Online responder makes certificate revocation checkings data accessible to client machine in complex network environment. So all those roles we need, but generally we don't need NDS for our environment. Wow, why it is required? Not required, so leave it. Click on next, next, next and install. So it will take couple of time because these are the module we are installing. After that we are going to promote. Remember, this account you have to very carefully. This is your service account. For this service account you have already provided the Carbaros delegation to run the certificate service. That service principal name we have added now, that is Carbaros delegation we have provided for the service account. First install CS certificate authority, first install certificate web enrollment, then certificate web policy, certificate policy, online responder. All rest of the things you will do next time. Okay, click on next. Here I told you that it can be two types, either go for enterprise CA for entire Active Directory, either you go for standalone without Active Directory. So I'll go for enterprise CA. Always it will be root CA. Private key concept, public key concept I have already discussed. Here there is the option SHA-1, which algorithm you use. Generally we use nowadays SHA-256. Always remember that will be SHA-256 and key length will be 4096. Got it? SHA-256 4096. This is your common CA server name. You can change it, it's up to you, no matter. CA01. Okay. But generally this is the CA root server certificate validation that's telling. Every organization will do 5 years. You can change it to 10 years, 15 years, up to you. So here there is the authentication maker. Which type of authentication you want? Client certificate based authentication or Windows integrated authentication or username and password. Got it? So,
See that certificate database 5 years you said, no? What
uh,
is that?
sorry.
Yeah, certificate database, no? They after before this validity period.
No, basically validity period is the root certificate is 5 years by default.
After 5 years, we will go online and download it or what? After
No, we
five
have to we
years.
have to renew. We have to renew inside the server certificate. That is options. We'll select choose and assign certificate later on. Click on next and configure. Okay, Satish. So nice to give you discuss about all those stuffs. So your demo is ending here. Now, if you want to continue, let me know. We will start your batch from the scratch. Okay.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay.
Okay. So goodbye.
But sir, to be frank, I didn't understand much because maybe I have not attended the theory session
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah. Yes.
conducted before. Okay, anyway, thanks.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
So fine. Next, again, you have to go and install the remain roles. That is certificate enrollment web service.
Okay. At once we can't do, na? See the there. That's the problem.
Sorry.
At once we can't install all the roles. One by
No, no, no,
one.
no. One you have to remain. So if you select this option, renew only mode required that target CA run at least 2008 and R2. So in that case, it will be auto renew, automatic renew. Okay.
Yeah.
So here you have to put your service certificate account, service account. Okay. So in that case, I will do. Because what is saying, the account is not the member of the local machine IIS underscore users group. So because it is creating the web enrollment na, so you have to go to compmgmt.msc. Go to group, add it, they see that certificate already created, root certificate already created. Next, what you need to do, you will restart it. Hold on just a second. So you have install and configure CS server. So now how you will check it? Go to server manager, tools, certificate authority. So this is the certificate you have install and configure. Now what I can do, go to provide the delegation. Hello, my voice is audible? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, we can hear you.
After that you have to go to CS server, right click settings, and you have to add them CA admin. CA admin users, domain computers, and CA admin, domain computers, domain admin, to get certificates. Domain admin have a full control, enterprise admin have full control, CA admin have full control, and domain computer only for request certificate. That's it. Okay. After that, just stop the service and restart the service. So this is our today demonstration to configure the CS server. Now this CS server, I have created a separate labs. So no one will be delete in for future reference, and we will move all this our asset to here. So this week we have created CA farm. Next week I will tell you how we can create certificate for computer, how we can create certificate for web server. Clear? Any question?
One thing, there was certain in user profile name did some copied some HTTP. That part is not very clear.
Okay. So for your information, let me show you. Basically, what we did the Kerberos delegation of that particular services. So let's open it. I'll show you. See, that account what we have created, our intention to provide Kerberos delegation on this particular account, because this is a service account and it is required to configure our CS service. Now once you are configure CS service on this particular AD account, you need to provide certain amount of delegation. You got my point? A delegation, how I do? Only once you added the SPN, once you have added the SPN, you have to go to here, use authentication protocol or Kerberos only. Which service you are doing Kerberos? First you have to search the computer account. The computer name is CA. And you provide them only these are the services. Remember, HTTP, IIS admin, IaaS, MSBC, Rashman, RPC, RPC locator, RPC CS, RSVP, SAM SS. These all are the services you need to run this web interface portal where you will provide these services. And I have given this kind of service principal name to, if you go to the attribute editor, then go to service principal name. In this service principal name I have added HTTP service should be authenticate. Why? Because that service I am added here in service principal request, as well as same service I am giving Kerberos to delegate. That is why. Clear?
I will have to check Siddharth. I mean, I don't have much concept on Kerberos.
Sure. We'll discuss here. Don't worry.
Okay. Sir.
Perfect, guys. So today we have configured the certificate form. Next week we will do create certificate for computer, create certificate for web server. We will secure the web server. We will secure the certificate for home enrollment. We will create certificate template. A lot of practical we will do on next week.
And Siddharth, when this thing is over, please for the patch management also please give us some sessions. Huh? That was
After CS server we have our WDS. Don't worry.
Okay.
Because I was supposed to be planned complete WDS, then what? That but Pradeep says that ADCS is very important, so that's what I have
Okay.
given.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay. And you will be sharing the link also, I'm sure.
Sure. Hold on. Let me save the files.